Hello to all the gentlemen who are looking to regain the strength and vitality of their youth. Before I get into the main topic, I want to share a shocking truth with you. Many of you spend huge amounts of money on supplements, vitamins, and special diets to boost the level of your most vital male hormone. But what would you say if I told you that more than half of these efforts are destroyed by your stomach acid and liver filter before they even reach your bloodstream? Today I'm going to talk about a simple and accessible vitamin that you might already have in your kitchen cabinet, but the way you take it is extremely important. This very thing is what makes the difference between a tired, withered man and an energetic, lively one. I'm going to talk about a method that in the medical world is called shortcut absorption. It's a way that allows nutrients to enter the beating heart of your hormonal system directly without having to get permission from your digestive system. Why is it that some men at 55 can lift weights like a 30-year-old and shine in their intimate relationships, while others at the same age can't even get up from the couch? The secret to this difference is hidden at the end of this video. That's where I teach you how to use a sublingual method that boosts absorption rates from 50% to 90%. But be careful, because if you don't know the exact timing and dosage of this combination, it could disrupt your hormonal balance. Alright, today I want to give you a roadmap that's backed by the science of endocrinology. So stay with me until the end of the video, because the point I share in the last minute is the key to regaining your confidence. Let's be honest with each other. Life after 50 shouldn't feel like a steep downhill slide into old age, but for many of us, that's the harsh reality. Let me tell you a story. There was a man named Nasser, 56 years old, a successful engineer who always took pride in his hard work. But one day, sitting in his office, his voice trembling a little, he said, "I'm not the person I used to be anymore." In the evenings when he goes home, it's as if his battery is completely drained. At the gym, he can't even lift the weights he used to warm up with. And worst of all, the passion and vitality he once had in his married life seem to have evaporated. Nasser's story is the story of millions of men. The scientific fact is that after the age of 30, the production of vital hormones in men's bodies decreases by 1 to 2% each year. You might not notice it at first, but by the time you reach 50, you're facing a 20 to 40% drop. This means that a body that once ran like a race car is now running on low fuel. This decline isn't just about muscle or libido. We're also talking about mental clarity, about that fog that sometimes settles over your mind and keeps you from making quick decisions. We're also talking about your bone density and heart health. When the body's main fuel, testosterone, drops, the risk of heart disease and depression goes up. Many of you might turn to supplements, but where's the real problem? The problem is that by the age of 50, our digestive system just isn't as efficient as it was in our youth. Stomach acid becomes stronger and the intestinal lining gets more sensitive. When you swallow a capsule, it has to pass through a real gauntlet. First it gets tortured by stomach acid, then it's processed by the liver, and in the end, maybe just a tiny bit of it actually reaches its destination. This is where the concept of direct vascular absorption, or the sublingual method, changes the game. By changing just this one simple habit, this person was able to restore their energy levels to what they were at 20, all within 3 months. But before we get into our list of 13 nutrients, I want you to pause for a moment and not think of this channel as just general education. This channel is made for you, and I want to know what challenges the community we're building here is facing. Right now, write in the comments and tell me how old you are. What are the biggest symptoms of low energy that you feel? Do you have trouble focusing, recovering after exercise, or maybe with sleep quality? I read all your comments because I want to design the next videos based on your real needs. If you like this scientific and practical teaching style, hit the like button right now. By doing this, YouTube will realize that men's health content is important to you and will show you more videos like this. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do so, because you're taking a step on this journey toward renewed youth. The first vitamin is vitamin D3. You might think vitamin D is only for bones, but actually vitamin D3 is more of a pre-hormone than a vitamin. Without vitamin D3, your body can't assemble the building blocks of testosterone. Studies have shown that men who took D3 supplements for a year experienced a 25% increase in their testosterone levels. Why sublingual? Because vitamin D is fat-soluble and poorly absorbed in the digestive system, it doesn't get absorbed well. When it's placed under the tongue, it goes directly to the hormone receptors through the tiny blood vessels in the mucous membrane. The next vitamin is zinc. Zinc is the hormone production factory. It's an element that prevents the conversion of testosterone into estrogen, the female hormone. If your body is low on zinc, even if testosterone is produced, your body will convert it into hormones that cause belly enlargement and breast tissue growth. The golden tip is that the sublingual form of zinc citrate or gluconate even prevents the transformation that happens when you swallow a zinc pill. The next substance is magnesium, which improves sleep quality and production. The highest amount of testosterone is produced when you are in deep sleep. Magnesium, by calming the nervous system, opens up this golden window. Magnesium also helps testosterone detach from its binding protein so that this hormone becomes free and usable in your body. The next substance is boron, which unlocks hidden potential. Boron is a rare element that works wonders. Just 6 milligrams of boron per day can increase your free testosterone levels by 28% in just 1 week. Boron acts like a key that unlocks the imprisoned testosterone in your blood. But vitamin K2 is the smart guide. Vitamin K2 not only saves your heart by keeping calcium away from your arteries, but it also directly affects the Leydig cells in the testes to signal them to produce more. The MK7 form is the best option because it stays in the blood for a long time. But geranium extract is a biological booster. This plant contains compounds that directly increase desire and physical performance. Taking its standardized extract sublingually prevents its bitter taste and strong odor in the digestive system and makes it work quickly. But vitamin B6 is a prolactin regulator. High prolactin is a testosterone killer. B6, especially in its active form, P5P, keeps prolactin levels low so the pathway for male hormones remains open. Ashwagandha, the stress killer. Stress means high cortisol, and cortisol is testosterone's sworn enemy. This adaptogenic plant reduces stress, creating an environment in the body that supports hormone production. In one study, overweight men who took this substance experienced a 15% increase in hormone levels. Next up is the compound Diam, the estrogen balancer. This compound, found in broccoli, helps the body eliminate excess and harmful estrogens. This means better hormonal balance and a flatter stomach. The next item is vitamin B12, cellular fuel. B12 is essential for the health of hormone-producing cells. Its methylcobalamin form, when taken sublingually, enters the nervous and hormonal systems directly. Next is selenium. Selenium protects the testes against oxidative stress. The testes are the most sensitive parts of the body to environmental toxins, and selenium acts like a shield to defend them. L-arginine and citrulline are vital for blood circulation and vascular health, ensuring that the hormones produced are properly distributed throughout the body. But the last vitamin is vitamin E. It protects the cell membrane. This vitamin prevents the premature aging of hormone-producing cells. Friends, the key point I want you to take home today is that none of these substances work miracles on their own. Our body is a symphony. Vitamin D3 needs magnesium to become active. Vitamin K2 needs vitamin D3 to manage calcium. Zinc and magnesium together drive hundreds of enzymatic reactions, and the reason the sublingual method is so powerful is that it allows us to deliver all these heroes simultaneously and at high concentrations without them getting lost in the long corridors of the digestive tract. Do you remember that at the beginning of the video I talked about 90% absorption? Now you understand why? When you use a sublingual drop or tablet, these substances are absorbed directly through the sublingual vein, pumped straight to the heart, and then distributed throughout the entire body. This method is not only more effective but also more economical, because you're no longer throwing away half your money. The person whose story I told you learned to focus on the quality and absorption method instead of swallowing a handful of pills. As a result, not only did his blood testosterone levels increase, but his tests also showed that his body's inflammation levels dropped significantly. I hope this video was helpful for you. Take care of yourselves. Don't forget to like and comment, and make sure to watch the next videos too.